Final day of the Final day of the 3-body split. On the way to the gym, ready to bust this out. Hell yeah. This is just week 1. Remember though, this is a 3-week split, so we're gonna be doing this for 2 weeks after this, but we're feeling pretty damn good at this moment. The last 2 days went great. Hitting some good weights, and we really want to try to continue to raise those weights over the next 2 weeks. Any additional thoughts, B?
I don't know. Let's get to this shit.
Yeah, buff dude style.
First exercise is going to be squats. Of course, this one's gonna be focusing on that leg strength, working in that 5 sets of 5 repetitions, always starting out with the warm-up feel-out set, just to get a good range of motion, kind of warm those muscles up and joints and all that good stuff, and then we're going heavier from there. And with this one, you really try to work again on the range of motion, like we always say. Try to get that hip crease below the knee joint. That's the full range of motion squat you want, but if you don't feel comfortable to go that far range of motion yet, just slowly work into something you're comfortable with. You always try to get about upper thigh level with the floor or parallel to the floor. That's a good indication that you're going pretty deep with them. As you work up to more confidence, you can go even deeper on the squats. With a 5x5 program, sometimes you're gonna have to try to find your weight that is right for those 5 repetitions. So take some time in your first or second set, which in this case would be more of like a feel-out set or warm-up set, rather than counting it as a working set. So use the first set, warm-up set, to kind of feel the weight out, go from there, find your right weight for those 5 repetitions, because you want to be failing, close to failure on that 5th rep. So it might take some time to find your right weight, but take your time, do it, and you'll thank yourself in the long run, because that's what's really going to push you over the edge, gain that strength and size in the long run. T-bar rows. With this one, we're using the machine. As you can tell, we're supporting our sternum on the pad and bringing the elbows a little farther out from the body. This is not only going to be concentrating on the lats, but it's also going to be working on a lot of the upper back muscles too, the teres minor, major, rear delts, and also the traps too. So as the elbows flare out from the body, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult, but you're going to reap the rewards.
This is an old weight belt, passed on from generations of buff dudes, one buff dude to the next. A lot of sweaty buff dude asses have cradled this thing. It's the buff dude family heirloom. A lot of people get special things like watches or cars or even a lot of money with a weight belt. Thanks, Dad. No, seriously though. Thank you. That's because it actually comes in handy. Yeah, I wasn't being sarcastic. Thank you, Dad. No, I appreciate it.
Chest dips. As you can see, they're weighted too. We're putting a lot of weight on the lower fibers, the pectoralis major portion of the chest. With this one, just like the T-bar rows with the chest dips, you're flaring your elbows out and you're acting more as a pressing motion. So slightly lean forward so you can activate that chest during the duration of those 5 repetitions. With this one, you want to go pretty deep on there, just deep enough at least you can feel the stretch in the chest, and then you're pushing with the chest to the top position. And we're using some dumbbells for this too with the weight belt.
Only a buff dude knows what it feels like to have 90 pounds between your legs.
Overhead press. So now we're hitting that compound movement for the shoulder, one of the best compound exercises you can do for the shoulder. And with this one, of course, you're gonna have a little bit more of a narrowed grip, just about shoulder width on the grip there, and it's gonna be starting position at the clavicle portion right under the chin. And you want to really concentrate on bobbing your head out of the way as you press the bar up to the top position, and then move your head out of the way as you bring it back down. Really concentrate on that vertical press, so you don't want the bar to sway, or you don't want your hips to come back too much either. So really just concentrate on getting that head out of the way as you press the bar straight up, and then take it down nice and slow. Try not to hit your nose on the way down. Now that we got all the compounds out of the way, we're focusing on the isolations, and these ones are just gonna be 3 sets. So starting off is gonna be triceps, it's gonna be the kickbacks. We're doing bilateral. Of course, you can do unilateral if you feel like you need to, but we're doing both at the same time. Really focus on the full extension, good squeeze in the triceps as you bring all the way back, and then nice and slow back down till there's a 90-degree angle between the joint. Seated calf raise. Can't forget the calves. Too often a lot of people do. So we're doing some seated calf raises here. It's real simple. Of course, you're working on that dorsiflexion and plantar flexion here. Feel a nice stretch as you bring your heel down in the calf, and then press up through the balls of the feet to get that peak contraction, get a nice squeeze in those calves, and then rep it out from there. Of course, these ones are going to be 3 sets of 15 reps.
There we go, all wrapped up with the 3-day full body split. Like I said in the beginning of this video, we're gonna be hitting this for 2 more weeks, but follow along if you can. Hope you enjoy it. It's really been kicking our ass in a great way though. We kind of needed this 5x5. It was very refreshing. And then of course after this, we're gonna move on to the full 12-week plan. We're gonna be trying to vlog every single day of those workouts, so we're really excited. And again, hope you follow along too, because that's what really motivates us. Love hearing the comments and then seeing, you know, the progress pictures and everything. So until next time, when we start the 12-week plan, stay buff!